Good morning. It's Friday morning, and we're outside with the hum of air conditioners and the chirping of birds in the back porch office. So, Luke 22:54 to 62, Peter's denial. So they seized Jesus and led him away, bringing him into the high priest's house. Peter was following at a distance. When they had kindled a fire in the middle of the courtyard and sat down together, Peter sat down among them. Then a servant girl, seeing him as he sat in the light and looking closely at him, said, "This man also was with him." But he denied it, saying, "Woman, I don't know him." A little later, someone else saw him and said, "You also are one of them." But Peter said, "Man, I'm not." And after an interval of about an hour, still another insisted, saying, "Certainly this man also was with him, for he too is a Galilean." Peter said, "Man, I do not know what you're talking about." And immediately, while he was still speaking, the rooster crowed. And the Lord turned and looked at Peter, and Peter remembered the saying of the Lord, how he had said to him, "Before the rooster crows, today you will deny me 3 times." And he went out and wept bitterly. So you remember that Peter swore to Jesus when they were still at the upper room, "I will follow you even to death. You can count on me. I'm on your side." And Jesus said, "Yeah, you'll deny me 3 times tonight before the rooster crows." Now, I don't know much about roosters at all, but I think they crow like 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning, so very early in the morning. The first notion that it might be daytime coming in a couple of hours and the rooster's out there crowing. So this is very, very early in the morning or late at night, depending on how you like to see it. And Peter is in the courtyard by the fire because it's a little chilly. And if you've ever sat around a firelight, you can see, but it's not great light. You unless somebody's right up at the fire, you really can't see them all that well. And so Peter gets this. They keep looking at him and going, "Aren't you one of them?" "No, I'm not. I'm not one of them." And they even say, "Well, you're a Galilean." Now they knew that by his accent, just like you can tell people from the South by the way they talk. It's just a regional thing. And so they knew he was Galilean. And he says, "No, no, no, I'm not one of them." Why does he do this? He's concerned for his own safety. Saving your own skin is something that's sort of built into us. He's going to save his skin because, they might say, "Hey, you're with him. You put your hands behind your back and handcuff him and drag him away." They might do whatever they're going to do to Jesus to him, and he doesn't want that. He doesn't want any part of being arrested and having to defend himself. So he says, "No, no, no. I'm not one of them." And then, of course, in a very dramatic way, the rooster crows and Jesus turns and looks at him and he's like, "Ah," and he runs out and weeps bitterly. Well, he gets a chance to redeem himself, but that comes in a couple more chapters, so we'll get to that in a few days. But for now, how easy it was for Peter to say he'd be with Jesus no matter what, and how easy it was for him to throw all that to the wind and deny him 3 times in the space of a couple of hours. How easy it is for us to deny Jesus rather than witnessing, standing up for him. Sometimes we deny him by not saying something we should say. Sometimes we deny him by saying, "No, I'm not one of them." Sometimes we deny him with our lives. And people say, "Well, that guy can't be a Christian because look what he's doing." And so it's It's a difficult thing, isn't it? It is. And we all have times in our lives when we look back and say, man, I should have said something. I should have said that differently. I should have, you know, acted differently to those people. But we didn't. Like Peter, we go out and weep bitterly and ask for forgiveness. And happily, Jesus gives it to us over and over. And that's a good thing. So you have a great day. Enjoy the outside. I think it's going to be hot, but it's not going to rain, so that's a good thing. And yes, we'll see you tomorrow.